Alaikum, salam alaikum, everybody. So this is one of my last days in Prague, and I just wanted to kind of talk and vlog and show you the neighborhood where I lived, because so I moved here 5 years ago, and 5 years ago it was a kind of a different vibe. So in 2017 I moved here primarily because I wanted to start my company, and that happened in 2017. But it was a lot of struggle. I lived in a very bad neighborhood, like full of kind of like minorities, and because we were kind of renting Airbnb and then living in cheap places. And Prague can get really dangerous sometimes. Like some people are crazy here, and you see it a lot on the streets. But then you see this posh lifestyle like here, like everyone's kind of like chilling out, you see, and stuff. So you have different sides to Prague. Each neighborhood is different, and you can experience anything you want here. But it's not a place for Muslims, I'll say that. There are many Muslims here, but it's not a place to be. But look, it's really beautiful. And so for a visit, of course, it's nice. Look at these streets. This is like regular apartments. So look how beautiful these are. So I'm gonna miss the architecture, because Prague is the most beautiful city in Europe by mile. Like the architecture is insane. On every corner you find beautiful things, and all these small details, you know. So that's what I'm gonna miss, the architecture and the beauty of this city. But anyways, so I moved here. I was still a non-Muslim, of course, drinking, smoking weed, doing all that stuff, like really doing a lot of haram. And I was broke, didn't have any money, no vision for myself. I was actually fat. For 2 years we didn't go for a vacation with my current wife, so we were just bumming it out, you know, living in a cheap-ass apartment and not really doing much. It was really depressing, this period. But anyways, we spent about a year and a half in that disgusting apartment, and then we lived here in this place for 4 years. Which is beautiful, but the apartment is so tiny. I'm so happy I'm moving to something larger. I'm not being posh, but it's really time. I'm no longer a student and I'm not broke anymore, so I can afford to live in a nice place at least once in my life, inshallah. But yeah, but basically we moved here, and you know, my company started to kind of work, and I started meeting different people, different things, and finally I got my sort of skills right with sales and marketing and everything I was doing, but I was never employed. And then I sort of took on a job of being in charge of sales of one company, and that sort of helped me out tremendously. And then another one and another one, and sort of I found myself in business, you know. I found my, let's say, expertise and everything like that, and that was really important to me. So it took me like 3 or 4 years just to figure that out. But then of course I started losing weight. I started to improve your life, because you know, once you improve your life, you improve it in many areas. For example, look at this. I used to work out there every kind of week for the past 2 years. So this is like the biggest park here, Prague. It's really cool. People just kind of do yoga and stuff, you see. It's nice. But what's my point? My point is that, yeah, I'm gonna miss this town. I'm gonna miss it, because in Prague I became a Muslim here, and I'll forever remember that. You know, like that first meeting with the Muslims in the mosque, the first interaction with the mosque at all. It was just me by myself driving to the biggest mosque here in Prague, but no one was there. It was like the middle of the day, and I just entered the room terrified. I was just learning about Islam. It was just something called me, right? I entered the room, the prayer room, and it's just silence, complete silence, and just amazing. This feeling of like, I'm in the right place. This is good. And I remember I was like amazed by that. And so it's still one of my favorite mosques here. But yeah, basically at this point I've been a Muslim, what, 1 year and a few months, like 6 months, 5 months, and all of my friends are Muslim mostly. Like all of my friends are Muslim, and really good friends actually. You know, my life changed. My life changed completely from a, you know, drinking guy doing stuff to like a Muslim guy. You know, and I still have a lot to do, but I'm kind of proud where I've developed so far, and I'm happy I made these connections and friends. You know, one of my best friends here is from Algeria, which I would never have thought that this would happen. We hang out every couple of days almost, and it's really good to have like a perspective from some other nationality or some other person from different part of the world. You know, and then I've met really good Czech Muslims here, really cool Czech Muslims, and we've launched a good website, tawhid.sk, for Slovak Muslims with a ton of video tutorials, and we are planning to run an NGO with some converts, and that's also the reason I'm moving back to Slovakia, because essentially my dawah is for Slovaks. I always felt like I want to do something for my country. I can't do it remotely, so moving back, it's gonna be difficult because it's more problematic in Slovakia to be Muslim. There's less halal shops, less mosques, less Muslims, but also there's this sense of like belonging I have there, so I don't have it here. I feel like I don't belong in Czech Republic, you know, so I really look forward to going back to my original place and kind of helping out the community, you know, whatever we can do. And a lot of things are changing, you know. I'm getting like a big wedding this in the next month, which I already did, but like in front of my family and everything. I might have a new job, so my company is doing different things. I'm going to Istanbul, inshallah, later this year. I can't wait to check out Bursa, because I'm thinking of already like a couple of years ahead. Like, I want to have a place in a Muslim country. Inshallah, this is a friend's idea, but I need a place in a Muslim country where I can go to, and if I have a family, to show them like how Muslims live, you know, like that's quite important. And it's pretty difficult to pick a country which is not in war or something, because you have to pick a country which is kind of big and strong, and there's only a couple of Muslim countries which are like not far away from Europe, and they are kind of strong enough so that no one will invade them or something. And one of them is Turkey, and Turkey is amazing. I love it. And so I would, and there's mosques everywhere and everything's halal, even though there's plenty of wrong things in Turkey, but at least it's something, it's a Muslim country. And so, dang, look at the dog. It's crazy. But at least it's like really big, really self-sufficient. And basically in Turkey, there's this town Bursa near Istanbul, which is full of expat Muslims, like from the West. And I've checked out some houses and stuff, and it's really amazing. So maybe my plan is to bounce around Turkey and Slovakia and have like a double home. I don't know, something like that could be interesting, you know. So that's what I'm thinking of right now. But look at the amount of dogs people have here. It's crazy. Haram to keep a dog in the apartment, remember that? Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna show you the best view of Prague you can find as a local. I mean, there's a sun, so you can't really see much, but this is where I would sit a lot of times. And behind me there's a castle, plus the town, and people just kind of sit here and enjoy the sun. Most of them drink or smoke weed, because weed is sort of decriminalized in Prague, so you can smoke a joint and no one will catch you. So that's what people do, and you can see like a sea of people. But this park is really nice, so if you ever come to Prague, come to this park. You'll have the best views of the city, plus no tourists. All of people who are here, they actually live here. I try to not overthink things as I did in the past, so I'm trying to get rid of that mindset. Just let it flow. But of course I'm over analyzing and planning and stuff like that. But I'm excited, you know. I'm excited because I don't know, people just bother me here in Prague. There's too many of them, and they always, I don't know, I can find like really good friends and everything, but the amount of people who are like weird, it's too much for me. I just want to go back to Slovakia, which is more conservative, more chilled out. City is much more smaller but very beautiful, and you know, just kind of see what happens. Like, I don't think I'm gonna be there forever, but I want to try it out for a few years, start a family, see what happens. If it doesn't work out, hey, Kadrovala. If it does, hey, Kadrovala. And really hone in on my Islam, so on my Arabic. I want to really dive into Arabic. Like, once I'm settled, like in a month or two, I want to just start and just have a proper teacher, because I think that's my next thing. Because I need to, once I understand Arabic, that's the key into many things. So I know how to read, but that's not enough. And subhanallah, that's kind of my mission. So I don't know where life will take me. I'm kind of recording this video just for myself, so I know, like in the video game where you save a spot where you were at that time of your life. So right now I'm 30 years old. In next month I'm gonna be 31, and I'm living in Prague, in Czech Republic. You know, married, maybe we'll have a family, I don't know. This is where I am in my life. Maybe there's gonna be a video in a couple of years on this channel where I'm gonna review this moment and tell you it was a mistake. So it's fun to kind of catalog your life, you know. I have some videos from like 10 years ago, so it's always good to look back and see like, oh, this guy was crazy. But also to look at your mindset, what you had back then. And so yeah, this is a big change. After 4 years, a big change, because in your life you don't get many big changes. Like moving out is one change, having a partner like a wife or husband is another change. Traveling is not that big of a change. Like traveling, I travel, but like a really big life change, like kids, like that happens few times in your life. So whenever there's a big moment in my life when I have to change something, it's always like, yeah, like at that moment I feel like I'm in control, because I chose to move to Slovakia. Even if it's Kadra and it's predestined, I feel I have a choice that I made. I have free will which decided this. If somebody else would tell me that I have to do this, I wouldn't. So that's cool. And also one thing is that I'm not moving because I need work or something like that. Like in the city where I will be, I will not be working there. I'll have a remote office, maybe a co-working space or whatever. But I'm not going there for work. There will be some opportunities, but I'm going there to be closer to my family, which is just 1.5 hours drive, which is cool. And also for Islam, for Dawah, for Slovak Dawah, and also for just seeing the Slovak Islam and the mosques and stuff like that. Just kind of like figuring it out. And yeah, just be in my home, be where I belong. But maybe, inshallah, as I said, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's my home. Maybe I will be living in Saudi Arabia in 20 years with a big beard. I don't know, maybe if it grows. But yeah, I shouldn't think of it as like, oh, I'm going there forever. This is like a Slovak mindset. No, I might have a house in Turkey, I might have a house in Bosnia. You never know what's gonna happen. Like, I want to be flexible and live where I want, do what I want, and do as much for Islam as possible before I leave this planet. So I don't know if I have anything else to do, you know, maybe, but that's kind of it. But the biggest problem for me is like managing my own things, my own desires, my own nafs, and that's always gonna be the problem, you know. So I guess we have to work on that, all of us. And I'm failing in that area, so I need to improve. But I guess that's it. I wanted to kind of share with you how this Prague looked. The park, people, it's nice, but it ain't for me anymore. I would much prefer to live in like Istanbul or something, but not really. I think Slovakia is right for me right now. At this moment in time, I should go there. Maybe in 5 years, it's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be good enough. But maybe it will be, you know, so you never know. You kind of have to go with your life and do a decision and just kind of go. Like, don't stop and overthink. Subhanallah. So my message to you is, I don't know, do something with your life. Yeah, whatever you've been thinking of, like changing, like finding a job or changing this and that. Like, just do it, just go and do it. Like, it's always difficult. Like, I remember I was never fired. I always quit my job. So I quit my job like 5 times in life, and it's always unpleasant because like you have a contract with a company and then you decide like, oh, I don't feel like this is correct for me anymore. You have this inner voice in you telling you like, oh, this is not good. Leave, you'll get another opportunity. Like, I just got a great opportunity in a company. SubhanAllah, I'm not gonna mention anything, but it's an amazing opportunity, which is just complete qadr of Allah, complete surprise. I didn't expect it, but that's what happens. So just check it out, do whatever you need to do, and upgrade your life within your work, with your relationship, whatever you're doing. I don't know, just do it and live accordingly to the Quran and Sunnah, and you're gonna be good. I can smell weed, so I gotta go. Alright guys, assalamu alaikum, and inshallah I'll see you in the next video. I'll have some more vlogs from Bosnia.